Hello, and welcome back to RetroRehab. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this Super Nintendo, which is actually my Super Nintendo. This is the one I've had for a few years now. It works well enough. A little bit of an issue with the cartridge port where you kind of have to tilt it a few times for it to work. You can see like it's kind of dirty, gross, I don't know if I ever cleaned this after getting it for some reason, or I just didn't do a good enough job, or it's just gotten more dirty. I'm not sure. The bottom is a little bit yellow, just a bit. But that's not all I have today. Oh no. I've got a second Super Nintendo, and this one's much worse off. See, yeah, as you can see, there is some minor cosmetic damage. It looks like somebody has stepped on this system and actually broken the top shell in numerous places. It rattles! Your SNES is not supposed to rattle. But what exactly are we going to be doing with these two Super Nintendos, you might be asking? Well, this one is in good condition, except it has a yellowed bottom. This one is in terrible condition, but its bottom is damn near perfect. We're going to be combining the two. So first things first, we're going to take apart the crap one. This one, I don't know. Ooh. I'm going to take that one out last. It's not looking too hot. Oh my god, only the middle ones are even actually connected to the shell anymore. Oh no. Oh. Okay. There's the SNES I was trying to unscrew. Okay. Ordinarily, you would have needed to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out, but none of these were even attached to the other part of the shell. Lovely. Geez, this is in a lot worse shape than I thought it would be in. I'm gonna finish disassembling this top part. Let's put aside the bottom for now, because the bottom is in fairly good condition. As long as I don't drop it. There's another screw under here actually, so I will need to take this off. So this is the power, this is connected to the power switch. When this pushes forward, there's a little plastic grabber piece in here that actually hooks onto this, which means you can't pull it out with the power on. What happened here is the plastic, this yellowing basically signifies brittleness. So with how brittle the plastic has become, it just snaps these stands clean off. I don't know if I can restore this one. I was going to just put this, glue everything back together and then pair it with the crappy bottom part of this case, this shell thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. It's in really, really rough shape. It is physically warped. I'm gonna see just if I can glue together what I can. So I've spent maybe half an hour here trying to get this thing glued back together. I don't think I can do it. It's too far gone, it's too brittle. I'm gonna set this aside for now. So this is the rest of the Super Nintendo. It's really only the top part that was all fucked up. This part is looking pretty good. Just to make sure, let's plug it into a TV and see how it looks. Look at that! Wow, I think this one's actually, the motherboard on this one is actually better than mine. This one is working every single time, whereas mine takes 3 or 4 tries. You see what I mean? I'm actually going to take the top shell of this off and put it on the other one. I thought I was going to do the other way around, but the motherboard on that one seems to work way better. Huh. Did not expect that. Alright, so now we're gonna take apart mine. And oh Lord, This is mine. First, we're gonna clean this all up. Then I think I'm going to swap the power and reset buttons. Maybe some of this top plastic stuff. Let's take this top part apart. Let's leave this to the side. Yeah, I never took this apart to clean it and it shows. Oh, all that changes today. Yeah, you can see the original color on the other side. So they are supposed to be like this, but like, I don't even know what causes that. Right now, let's focus on this because this is the part we want to actually keep. Done a little bit more research into IPA and how it can affect plastics, and I think I was mistaken. I think I actually used a stickiness solvent like Goo Gone, but like a lot more powerful. Isopropyl alcohol, for the most part, is actually just fine to use on plastics. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to go take this to the sink. All right, so let's just get this nice and clean. There's a little crack right there. That's not good. Yeah, right there's a crack. Gonna need to fix that. There's actually a worse crack in this corner. And here I was thinking that this thing was like more or less perfect. But for now, I think we're good. Yeah, there may be a little bit more noise in this part. There is in fact a fridge behind me, but we have moved to the kitchen because this is a way bigger sink. And the sink head moves. Okay, so it feels like I maybe caused too much strain on this little thing here. I'm noticing that there's like a strain mark at the very bottom, that white mark. It hasn't snapped off yet, so hopefully it won't when I put everything back together. Well, alright, that's all the top shell parts washed. Now onto the bottom. Alright, now we return to the main unit to free the base from the rest of it, from the electronics and all. And with that, do not pull on this. I made that mistake and it seems like I pulled the cartridge port out a little bit too much. But with that, we're good. There's the board. There's no need to clean really anything on here. This part, however, let's go to the kitchen. All right. Just need to get those last little scuff marks, but I think those will mostly come out with IPA. So I never noticed this before back when it was on the yellow bottom, but like, it's like a lot more yellow than it should be. Yeah, that's gonna annoy me. I think I'm gonna need to retro bright it at some point. That is not what this video is about though. All right, so I let the case parts dry out overnight and everything seems to be in order. Now let's reassemble the good unit. And now, I believe we have a top case to assemble. Off camera, I actually glued back the corners that I noticed were kind of damaged. It's not perfect, but then again, this case is already kind of yellowed, so it's already not perfect. It's looking so much better. Like these buttons already, this feels like a Super Nintendo now. Can't believe I never noticed that. The other one was so weird. And now, the final touches. Don't want to forget the extension port cover. And that is the Super Nintendo. Oh man, this looks so much nicer than mine did before. And it plays better too because the circuit board in this one is so much better. Let's just make sure and test this. And it works. And I think we can officially check at least one of these Super Nintendos out of rehab. I'm sorry, but you are beyond saving and will be used for scraps. Minor cosmetic damage my ass. This will be going on my shelf.